Morning, everyone. DJ Guppy, Super Moon, real nice. I'm sure wherever you are, it looks much better in the picture. And just a quick morning thing. It's just a 90 here. Put this to block the sun. So, um, it's just that electric slab. There's like a 7, 8 inch pleco in here too. Look, there he is. Where'd he go? But he's in here. And I just have an Emperor 275, Emperor 300. I put a box filter just for floss. We're just gonna be in here for a few days. I'm gonna be giving them away to someone. And so it's two quickie little 5 a.m. tank tour. I need coffee. Uh, this is like a 50 breeder, I guess. Just have an aqua clear. What is it? What is it? I forget the brand, but it's a smaller filter, 10 gallon. I just have that black cacao there. It's a couple of guppies. I do floating all my tanks. They're just, little water lettuce, salvinia, duckweed, lawsonaria that should be planted, but I let it float. This is a 20 that I'm going to be switching it out today because it's too small. This is a zebra mabuna. They say it's a yellow zebra mabuna, but this is uh, that it's a red. But he's yellow. When I first got it, it was like light blue. There we go. Sorry, but this guy is a psycho. He runs into that power head all the time. So, but I'm gonna put him in a bigger tank. Yeah. I'm kind of overwhelmed here, so I will be probably passing him along with the other two. It's the yellow labs. It's 11 of them in there. This is a 75 with an under grabber filter running. 4 uplift tubes. We get a little light in here. It's a little early, but morning, Craig. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the share. So this is it's a 75. Have the yellow labs. There's a Mangiano. And there's 2 other ones that are kind of like mix. But one of them is real nice. And I have the 4 uplift tubes running on the under gravel filter. I'm a big fan of the under gravel filters. I know they're not. And then I have that Emperor there for extra just polish and a sponge in there. And here, I believe this is about a 60. this plexi should be a peninsula, and that has a overflow, but I don't use it. Plan to set it up with that. Have two plates from the under gravel filter on this side, and I just have that submersible. Actually, got to pull it out, give it a good clean. It's not even full, so I have it unplugged. And this is just mixed tetras in here. This 4 flex. Let's slow this down. Hussein, morning. There is that one there in the center. It's a giant Daniel. That one is uh, the only wild caught fish I have. It's from the falls. It's a Florida golden minnow or top beating minnow. Sparkles real nice if you catch them in the right light. But and the falls it's a shopping mall down here down south, about 20 minutes from my house. There's a canal behind it. A buddy of mine caught it there. And these guys, the gentleman who gave me the pleco in the lab from the first tank I have that I'm holding for someone, uh, he wanted a few tetras. I tried to catch these guys, man. And this one, about 2 months back, I had like 20 days. They do a flush here once a year on the system, and I couldn't change the water. And this guy's, um, well, you can see his gills are all red from the ammonia. It got up pretty bad in 2 of the tanks, and no, he's okay and he's swimming, but I think it's just a matter of time. You know, a little too much damage. I'm sorry, I tried. This is uh this is an old school 60 I got. I really like it. Old, nice thick glass. And I got the polar blues in here. Dwarf polar blue cichlids. They have a 9 or 10 rod juveniles, about 3 months old. And that young lady is holding eggs in there. You can see. Ah, there you can see. It's starting to wiggle a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. And as always, I put 2 plates from the under gravel filter. I have one outside, right outside the door there. I gotta show them. And then I have one of those Emperor, what are those? They're called the Penguin 275s. And just a sponge and some polyfill. That one, if he doesn't do it there, he does it in this corner. Okay? It'll sit there and it'll sit there like that. But I'm talking, you saw a little move there, but it will sit there for an hour and a half, not move. And these guys are rowdy. Because that plate was up higher, the submarine, just 2 days ago, the way they flipped it over. This is, let me switch this around. I don't have much room here. This is like the extent of my room. Okay. You ever do something and do it in the most awkward way possible? Well, we're there. Okay, here. This is Mr. Myers. Hello. Thanks. This was actually like a sump setup, but it's really nice glass thick. I think it was almost like might have been a custom job. Has that rim to screw it into place. So I just threw a little sand and put some guppies in here. You know how it goes with those. I had some mixed mollies, had babies, and forget how. I think I just moved some plants, and that little one, it was a little fry, and it just went that in here, so he's growing up quick in there. Just have a sponge filter and another bubbler. And a lot of endless guppies. And these next couple of tanks, this is a 20, but I have it done long and tight on space. It's like an inch off the ground. A little boring. And there's some nice neocardias in here. Jumping in. Blue. I got those from Jay. Some of you guys know Nano Aquarium guy. And with the holidays coming up, he does this Christmas wreath aquascaping thing, really cool. But this is just, simple tank, like they say, a little dirt, lots of plants, light 6-8 hours a day, a sponge filter in the back, 15% water change once a week. I don't want to say it's a routine, but it's it's a system that I guess with the water here in Miami, it works well with the guppies. Up there, these I'm trying to like a little more chromy. I didn't really try to cull, but I just kind of grouped the colors a little bit together. And I try to sell a few from here, but guppies are pretty much seen as, you know. And then I've been lucky. These are probably two of the first tanks I started. They're going on like 4 years. And this one the same thing, a sponge filter with a Tidal 55. And this an under gravel filter. And I just have an aqua cooler there, little 10-gallon. And you can see I have it lined up on the intake tube. And these two tanks, I don't want to jinx and say the easiest tanks, but these two, give me a lot of fry. Myers, those the endlers are the first ones. I got a black bar endlers, and then I got some red leopard endlers. That actually I had the red leopard endlers down here, the endlers down red leopard endlers down there, And I was cleaning the front of the glasses with just a little alcohol, and I leaned over the top tank. And when I leaned, uh, you know how you lean, and I leaned with the bottle, and the alcohol dripped into it. So I took them out of there right away, and they all got mixed. But it's red leopard endlers and black bar endlers, and just common guppies, mud guppies. And then uh, I have a video on it there somewhere. I had some green flame tail endlers that I had them separate, and I was gonna try and raise them separately. You know, like to do a line, because I always just mix, you know, the fish, and everything was good. I had them in there with six shrimp, six neocardia shrimp, and they had their first batch of fry. And after like 3 months, everything was good. And I woke up one day, and all the fish were passed. All the fish were dead. The six shrimp were fine. So I took them out of there, and I took the fish out, and then like I kind of left the tank there with the bubbler running and everything. And by the end of the day, by the night, it had gone like real white, milky, you know. So I guess if it had bacteria bloom or some kind of bloom there, that that really hurt them. But it's those two types, and then I left those endlers down there, and those are the ones that are starting in here now a little bit. And I have these two here. I have some Madaka. Also got these from Jay. And I was trying to raise the eggs, and it was actually there's three in here, and the three that hatched were that they got caught in, like they hatched, I don't know how to say this, wild in the tank, better say. It's not like I took the eggs out. I have the little thing hanging there, and I try and take the eggs and separate them and get them to hatch, and no, that hasn't worked. But now, keep trying. Cool fish. You watch them active, you know. And there in the back, you see them. And then this is the tank of the mollies. It's a 40. I have it left lengthwise. It's just mixed mollies in there. There's a gourami there. A blue spot. I've had him for a while. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Mr. Craig always. Thank you, Myers. Yeah, Myers. Yeah, the red endlers. Actually a gentleman I met, and I got the black bar, and I got the red endlers, the plecos that I have, all from him. I have about 12 of them spread out, you know, through all the tanks pretty much. And a lot of these plants I've gotten from him. And a gentleman I know, Greg, he had a real nice tank with CO2, and he would trim like every 2 weeks. That's like all the Valsenaria, that um, what do they call it, Bacopia, the water lettuce. I've gotten plants, but the majority of the plants I started with them, and they grew up. The Savrosatang. So, but this one has just mixed mollies in there. They're doing good. They're starting to have babies. You know, this crypt is suffering there. And when I open that door, it comes up to about here. And I get a little bit of sunlight, but just the ambient light from the sun that comes over. Uh, this this up to here, that front part of the shed. In the back, you can see there's like nothing grows back there. It all just sort of fades out. Not enough sun. So I've been hoping to do this since February. It's just the heavy lifting of the big tanks, but I want to take everything out, paint it all white, nice thick, seal the floor, and then just put them back along the edge, you know. And the backgrounds like this picture somebody I know was moving in office, and that's actually from when I DJ parties. I got this is a DDJ SR2. That's the box it came in. You know, Hot Wheels as kids toy. Got that from my granddaughter. Boys or girls, they love Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, cool toy. Yeah, so there. And that's my mess, gentlemen. I have and I have a few jars out here. Red Laser, how's it going? Thank you, sir. Huh? They have a like they're kind of like wall stat, but they you can see this one gets fungus, you know, all that algae, too much sun. Yeah. You can see. Look, if I stand up, I'm right at it. It's just a barely 5'11" in the center, and that platy looks sick, man. I don't know the little white in his belly. I've been trying to fish him out for like 3 weeks, just too quick. That's out here. I watch. This is when I'm watching YouTube and all that. It's usually out here. I rarely have all the lights on at once. I do one on one side, one on the other, one down low, one up high. I leave these little doors open. Uh, leave the little doors open. Plenty of sun comes in. This is a quirky tank. It's again infinity edge, but the water runs off the top down into this little trough. It gets circulated back up. It just good amount of water evaporates, but it's pretty cool. And then let's see, we are looking. So this side, from our view, the left side, this is east. The sun rises. The sun goes like right here. The sun goes like this, and I have here a big bougainvillea and avocado tree, a mango tree, excuse me, but it's just in a pot. Doesn't fruit, but it gives a lot of leaves. Actually have, where is it, 30 gallon? That, I can't see it. It's a 30-gallon tub of mango leaves that are drying to use for leaf litter and that. It's the albino is a pleco, regular pleco. I don't right there, red eye. Not all of them have the little red eyes. Have them all, except for like in the two in the cichlid tanks. I have them in all the tanks. And there's one in here that the color's like, oh, there he is. There he is. His color's like off, and he's like the little runt. He's the smallest one. I've had him for like say about a little more than a year. Easily the smallest one. Doesn't stop all day. Oh, cool. All kinds of snails, a lot of ram's horns. The trumpets I try and pick out. Try and pick them all out, but the trumpets in particular. Yeah, golden. They're not like the red ones. And that's just a 90 I have out there. Let's see if we can find this guy. Guy I know has a guy I know setting up a 135. He's taking a vacation, so he'll be back like next week. He left the tank cycling and stuff, so it has that. He has some nice black on him there on his fins, nice and deep. And the water's clear. It's just with the humidity. I guess it's like foggy. This one's truly outside. And the pleco, I can't find him. I think he's there. And it's only a few days, so this one of those penguin filters, but it didn't really fit on the edge of the tank. This is a 90, so I put just a bar across, balanced it there in the middle so it could hold, and then I pulled a box filter down here just to polish up. Yeah, that's getting ugly. Put a rock in there to hold it down, but it's starting to cut up. That's only been like 2 days. There's some peas. I knew I dropped way too much in there, but indulge, I eat too much. Yes, the yellow labs. In that one, it's a yellow lab, the chromis. And I have yellow labs here. Let me get this down, so but I'm not sure. Actually, I have to get it down. What's the exact difference between them? Some of them have that black line, and some of them don't. Someone told me that just means they're, Greg, 5 drinks? Damn, bro. Nice. Um, that the ones with the black on the fin on the top are the males. Somebody else told me that those are electric labdochromis, and the ones that are yellow are just the regular yellow labdochromis. But it's the first time I've had them. Yeah. So we'll do a little food here. It's not the schedule, but it follows the schedule. So on the water changes, I try to be, you know, I used to do it once a week, but every like 8 days, 9 days, I do my water changes. I do the same amount. I do the same order as I go around, from left to right in the tank and all that. Have my system. But then the feeding, yeah, in the morning and later. Well, I messed them up is since I'm a insomniac, I don't sleep. I turn their lights on at all hours in the middle of the night, you know. Oh, listen. Sorry for the jostling, guys. The little roller coaster ride there. See the food float down a little, they'll come out. Yes, I have in here there's 11 of those yellow labs. You saw the blue Manjano. And there's two that are like gray striped. What are they? They're real shy. Uh, Look, one's in the coconut. Doesn't even come out to eat. Jody P, morning, thank you. When they're feeding like that on all the fish, no matter what the fish, I always freak out on how they can just stop on an instant, like boom, right there. Yeah. Well, the two gray ones are hiding. They're really shy. One usually hangs in the coconut, and one in the. Oh, look, there he is in the bag. Oh no, that's the Manjano. Fooled again. Oh, there he can. There he is. And actually, it's funny. The guy I got these from, I'm talking to him, and there was a restaurant in Coral Gables, a real nice area here in Miami called Orchinique on the Mile. Excellent restaurant. Went there a few times with my wife, and I worked at restaurants right near there with Pascal Zampons, with Marouche Mediterranean restaurant. Uh, that was out of this world. The food was incredible. But they were like 4 blocks away. It's a big restaurant area, and there's a guy I work with. I know him for like 15 years, and uh, when his DJ parties for his daughters, and Then this guy that I got the lab diplomas from is like one of his best friends from way back, even before I known him, and I known him like 15 years. So we get to talking, and they, you know, this guy, yeah, I know him a long time. And there's about five, six people that we both know, like going on 15, 20 years, but we never actually met, you know? And then you can go into that whole Kevin Bacon 6 degrees of separation and all that. And it's that. Okay, so that's like my ramble on story. I thank you for tolerating, you know. But anyways, I had gotten lucky. A guy lately, people been selling their houses for like, you know, 5 times what they bought them for, and I got lucky with someone like, look, just come and clear out the tanks, you know. And had a bunch of tanks in the yard. I was really overwhelmed, so I traded him 2 tanks for these fish, you know, because he's trying to breed cichlids, and he's doing a nice job. You know, he's raising them nice. He has some red empress that are coming that are really nice. But he's just a local breeder, and he's starting. You know, uh, I had this black acara I got in trade for a crab, and I this kid, what did I say? Forget how I came into some glow tetras, and this kid wanted them, so I get, you know, sold them, passed them along cheap, and when I'm leaving, my sister's leaving the college. You want a crab? Well, yes. So the crab in the whole little 10-gallon setup. It was a purple hermit crab from Ecuador. Nice size, like 3.5 inches, fat, man. And gave it to me with everything. So I had him about 2 months, but you know, it was cool. But I'm not a crab guy. So I did one of those ads on OfferUp, and wound up trading those for this guy and for the that little infinity tank, the water lily plants that are there. And he had his girlfriend. This is the male. And I saw them at 9, and I came back at 11, and she was gone. Never saw where, never saw knew. And the tank was covered because these guys jump, like they say, and it was like a corn. Just really surprised. So then this guy's grown out. I put floaters in there, and there's actually a couple of guppies in there. He's pretty mellow with the guppies, you know. So my plans are that 90 that's outside. I'm gonna, when I rearrange things in here, I'm gonna put the 90 in here. I'm gonna put him with a couple of Oscars in the 90 and just let them grow out there, you know. And we see how we go. Or I was thinking of taking a 90 for the cichlids. You can see, you know, when I get close with the phone, they jump, but if you see in the reflection on the back case of my phone, Miss Belinda, thank you. Good morning. Phantom's World. Greg doesn't feed. Yeah, Phantom, you could probably give him like 5 pounds of food a day. He'd still say, okay, so that's the snack. I gotta tell you, because of my niece, they have a big Dobie with the big ears, and they put a bow tie on them and stuff. But because of my niece, I showed her a picture of Phantom. My whole family knows Phantom. Every once in a while, she says, "Hey, how's that dog? How's that fish dog?" But hey, but thank you. And that. So that's how I wound up with that black Acaro. And at first I thought it was like a Jack Dempsey. Then I thought it was a Green Terror. Then I thought it was a blue Acaro. I wasn't sure, but I was again. I would Google Lens it, and there was a gentleman. I think it was his name, Ron Wood. He's the one. He sent me like a thing. He goes, look at this marking, and that shows it's an Acaro, not it is. And when it got bigger, yeah, it turned out it's a black Acaro. Real mellow, from more mellow than I expected. Yeah, but cool. So thank everybody. My wife's on a little break from work. We're actually gonna go on pack some breakfast and just go hit the beach early for a couple of hours. I rarely go to the beach living here in Miami. It's funny. And this is a nice one in the back. That one's from Mr. Craig, Belinda, Jody, Mr. Myers, Red. Thank you very much. Uh, it's okay, Craig. Yeah, no, no, no. Stay away from the fish, man. Stay away from the. And don't worry, I get my wife angry for much less than that. No problem. And so, anyways, everyone that was here, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And excellent day. Catch a glimpse of that moon. It's gorgeous, super moon. It's gonna be, what time is it here? Like 6:07. Did it dip? No, it still hasn't dipped. And I believe that's Jupiter. I might be wrong, but I believe it is. But nice. I wonder if I should try to cook it. The moon must look nice in Australia. We have all this. We have all the like the light pollution and all that. I've been living here for 20 plus years. About 15 years ago, I got a little telescope, and my neighbor, he leaves his light on all night, every day since like we lived here. That's like his thing. So I was gonna. My friend was like, "Tell me to shut it off." I said, "Man, can I just what? So I can look at a star." Yeah, but so I actually, what I would do is set up inside the shed and look this way, but you get more lights right over. I guess I'm in a nice groove, you know. We get this. I get the triangle and Orion, you know, and all the nice, the basic ones you can see. Ah, those good hard rains are cool, and with the thunder there, and you can smell it in the air. That is so cool. But there. All right, everybody. Excellent day. If you misbehave, take pictures. You know I live vicariously through all you guys. Thank you. Later.